Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am coming in early. I was just up and I was listening to the news about the Idaho murders, and I wanted to share this with you guys. This was yesterday, and yesterday I failed to recognize World AIDS Day, and I just completely forgot. World AIDS Day was started in 1988, and it was to bring awareness to everyone that was suffering with HIV and the ones that we lost to HIV. And that is my mistake. I forgot to bring that up yesterday. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Gwen. How are you? So I wanted to bring this in, and I wanted you guys to hear what's the latest on this Idaho investigation from Moscow. First, they said it wasn't targeted, and now they're saying that they don't know if the house was targeted or the people were targeted. So they're not sure. But one thing they were doing was they told the Range Rover that belonged to, I think it's Gonzalez. I think her last name is Gonzalez. Good morning, Snuggle Bunny. So let me get this so I can play this for you guys. Ooh, here we go. Share. Let me get back over here to make sure how we're looking here. Let me put this on full screen, and I'm going to play what's the latest news in what's going on with this investigation.
Of those college students in Idaho. And we're going to get to those middle schoolers taken to the hospital on a suspected mass drug overdose. But first, here in Washington, lawmakers from both parties coming together tonight to avoid a railroad strike.
I don't want
that could
that.
have devastating consequences to the U.S. Legislation will raise
Hold
wages.
on, guys. I'm trying.
But not everyone's pleased Congress.
I had it set and set up for the Moscow,
but not 70 failed.
Idaho.
About this, he says Washington has.
I had it set and I listened to what they were saying. That is my fault. Hold on, let me find this again. I had it set and ready to go. I am so sorry. Probably because I listened to it again to make sure on what was going on. All right, let me stop this. Idaho. I had it set and ready to go. I am so sorry, but I had to listen again to what I heard on the news. And oh, God. Now they're saying that they were targeted. They don't believe that the other two students that were in the home that were asleep had anything to do with it. They're saying that they think that the house or the young lady that was renting the home was targeted. And I'm like, oh my God. So you had 4 people, 2 best friends in 6th grade. They died in the same bed. You had 2 other, her boyfriend. I'm just trying to think. You leave 2 people alive. To me, that's a targeted attack. Good morning, Gigi. That is a targeted attack to me. Good morning, Gypsy. And I'm trying to find it so you can hear it for yourselves. It is a targeted attack. Maybe they don't know what individual was targeted. First, they said it was not targeted. Now they're saying it's targeted. So, hold on. I think I can pull it from this one. Hold on. I'm looking because I want you to, when they're investigating, they put out so many statements and they start contradicting themselves. There were 2 surviving roommates. We know that. There's a man that they saw that was in a surveillance video at a food truck. He was visited by conclaves in Morgan. They're saying that the man had called her numerous times, but how did he get her phone number? I mean, if he was just at a food truck, how did he get her phone number? You don't go into a home where there's all these people if you don't know how that home is set up and laid out. To me, To me, I think it's someone that they knew. Let me see. Can I just play this? I think it's someone they knew. That's just me. Oh my God. Hi, Penny. How are you? South Michigan. Hi, Drea. Oh my God. Let me see. Can I play it from here? The information they're putting out in the public is not correct. And they're putting out contradicting
On Etsy, there's all kinds for you to find. Something
as soon as
engraved
this,
or handmade.
let me put the sound down. They're putting out contradicting statements. The same thing they did with the Delphi murders. But with that case, there's a bullet that matches the chamber, the riflings, and everything in the gun that Richard Allen had and he purchased. His wife was the one that told them about the guns and everything that he had purchased. So let me see. Okay.
From the beginning, police repeatedly calling the stabbing deaths of 4 University of Idaho students a targeted attack, even issuing a statement saying evidence indicates that this was a targeted attack.
Somebody targeted these individuals for some reason.
But last night, a new statement led to confusion about whether the police stood by that theory. The department posting, detectives do not currently know if the residents or any occupants were specifically targeted, but continue to investigate. That statement brought a flurry of headlines suggesting police were doing an about-face. But they now tell CNN their post was in response to comments made by Latah County Prosecutor Bill Thompson, who said in an interview that the home of the victims and specifically 1 or 2 of the roommates may have been targeted. That alone is what police say they are clarifying, telling CNN, "We remain consistent in our belief that this was indeed a targeted attack, but have not concluded if the target was the residents or its occupants." The police chief reaffirming that this morning.
Why you believe it was targeted or the reasons are so crucial to the investigation that they cannot be revealed.
And we are not going to reveal that. That's part of that investigation, trying to pull the pieces in that will help give us the before, the during, and the after.
Police have towed all of the cars from in front of the home and confirmed they've received some lab tests back from the crime scene, though they won't say what they are.
This is just sad.
Meanwhile, the Moscow community is in mourning. As they gathered at a candlelight vigil Wednesday night, several of the victims' families spoke about their tremendous loss.
The circumstances that bring us here tonight, they're terrible.
It is
the hardest part, we cannot change the outcome.
And they also spoke about what comforts them during this difficult time.
They shared everything. They eventually get into the same apartment together.
This is who I was talking about.
And in the end, they died together in the same room, in the same bed.
It's sad. But anyway, do we believe that this is a targeted attack? I believe it was targeted. If you have all these people in the home, you had to know people were home, cars were there. You're not targeting a home, you're targeting a person, but you leave 2 people alive in that home. To me, it's a targeted attack. Now, who the target was, we don't know. See, thank you, Snuggle Bunny. I think it's someone they knew. I really do. They had all been out that night before, because this happened in the wee hours. But I think it's someone they knew. I really, really do. Because in order for you to get in there, you would have to know the layout of that house. Yep. Thank you. It's a well-known party house. Yep. So someone they knew. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for coming in. I hope you subbed. I need to catch up on Amber's live. She did 3 streams and I have not been able to get in or watch them. So I need to catch up. One of the girls is from Arizona, not far from me. Oh, they were too personal. You leave 2 roommates alive, and they have ruled them out as suspects. So I've been reading all of this, and I'm like, it's someone they know. It has to be someone they know. And this happened November 13th. Well, they were found November 13th. This is almost a month later. So Kaylee, what I understand is Kaylee and Madison were the two friends that they were best friends since 6th grade. This is around how, they don't say if anything was taken. They don't say if the house was burglarized. There was video this morning of them towing, was it Kaylee or Madison's Range Rover? I'm sitting there going, she's a college student with a Range Rover. Okay. Hi, Just Doom. They were having swinger parties. They don't tell you. And I'm going to go look. They don't tell you. I haven't found. They were in other rooms, but they're not saying where. This is the weirdest part. Thank you. That's a data. I need to find if they say where the other two roommates were, but they don't. It was 6 people that lived in that house. 4 were stabbed to death and 2 were left alive. I'm going to try to see. Okay, who are now aware of the 6 who is listed in the lease as resident, but do not believe they were in the home. So there's another person that was listed, but wasn't in the home that was on the lease. And they haven't named the 2 surviving roommates. I'm looking at this article from this thing I just played. So they returned home by 2 a.m. 2 surviving roommates in the home summoned friends to the residence because they believe one of the second floor victims had passed out and was not waking up. Somebody called 911 from the house at 11:58 a.m. using one of the surviving roommates' phones. They called and reported an unconscious person. During that call, the dispatcher spoke to multiple people who were on the scene. When the police arrived, they found 2 victims on the 2nd floor and 2 victims on the 3rd floor. There was no sign of forced entry or damage. And I remember reading that when this happened. They said the victims were likely asleep when the attacks began. Each victim was stabbed multiple times, and some had defensive wounds. They have like 4,000 photos of the crime scene. And they said that to protect the integrity of the investigation, photos or evidence would not be released. They had over 260 digital media submissions that people have submitted through an FBI form. They've processed over 1,000 tips and conducted at least 150 interviews. And they still don't have a motive. Damn. Lollipop walked in on 2 couples. Okay. Hi, Minnie. Yep. Kayla and Madison. These are the 2 friends from middle school. They died in the same bed. They don't say who had the defensive wounds. Oh, they did the layout of the house. Okay. Okay. Survivor Girl and Sharon V were having the parties. Oh, shit. So they were, well, it's an off-campus housing. This is sad. Good morning, Virgie. This is, I mean, and if you guys haven't watched Casey Anthony, I'm finished the part where she's accusing, well, she not accused, she flat out blamed her daughter again, her father again for her daughter's death. Good morning, Rhodey. How are you, sweetie? Rhodey, I want to ask you, okay, from your professional opinion on these Moscow, Idaho murders, what would be the first thing that you would look at? What would be the first thing that you would look at or look for as far as evidence goes? Because they have a lot of evidence, but they're not releasing. I'm believing, and I believe it's someone they knew. You have 6 people in the home, 4 wind up dead. You've ruled out the 2 that survived. There was no forced entry, no damage. How did they get into the house? I want to know, how did they get into the house? That's what I want to know. How did they get in there? Okay. I need to answer something real quick for work. Okay, let's see. Ooh, thank you, Rhodey. So you think they came through the window? Well, they think it possibly the window. Ooh, yeah, I think it was targeted, Rhodey. I really, really, really think it was targeted. Oh my goodness, possibly a window. Back door. Yep, so that's what I was thinking, because they said the last ones arrived home around 2 a.m. Maybe they forgot to lock the door. Thank you. I thought about that too, Gypsy. Or they brought somebody home with them, but nothing was taken. Well, if it was, they're not saying. They probably came home with them. Yes, they did, Granny. I'm thinking all of that too. It was a party house. Okay. The back door was open in the morning. Do you think it's because one of the roommates that were letting people in that called for help, that actually did one of the roommates that survived said the back door was open? Well, they had to get out some kind of way. They won't come through a window and go out through a window, do you think? Nope. I haven't read where they did that. And when I heard about the glove, I was like, okay. It was cold, so okay. Oh, Rhodey, you're making good points, girl. That's why I love you so much. It had been there a while, yes. So, but did it snow overnight that night? See, that was the question. Was it snowing that night? Because it could have been, or was it fresh snow? You see what I'm saying? That's a lot of things, because it could have been there for a while. Hi, Granny. Oh my God, Granny, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry to hear you lost your pet. I'm sorry, sweetie. Ooh, they could have a scoring wife on their hand. These girls were gorgeous. The guy was cute as hell too. I like this. Well, I don't like the murders, but I like the comments. See, and they said that they used one of the survivors' cell phones. But how do you think, see, this is my question. How do you think the guy was unconscious or passed out if he was stabbed to death? You would have to see blood. I'm thinking maybe not, maybe somebody, I don't know. I mean, there's been cases where people actually bleed internally, but when you stab somebody, you're going to see blood. That's what I'm saying. How do you think this guy had passed out and not seeing, because he was dead? There was a 911 call that night about somebody in the field down the road. Well, they said they saw a surveillance video of a guy, but they said he was by a food truck. And when Kaylee and Madison went over that way, was it Morgan and Madison? Kaylee and Madison can't remember their names. That's bad. I need to get their names straight because I can't remember so many names. I'm trying to keep them all in my head. It was the two best friends. They had went to the food truck earlier, and they said the guy kept calling her numerous times. So does that mean that did he have her phone number? Her name is Kaylee. That's right. And Madison, but her last name is Morgan. Kaylee and Madison. I couldn't remember. I got to keep their names straight. I don't like messing up anybody's names. Hi, Denise. Missy, Tessa, good morning. How are you, sweetie? Oh, you think it was the roommate that passed out, not one of the guys that were. So they called for a roommate that was passed out, and then they found the other bodies. And that was at 11 o'clock in the morning because the roommate wouldn't wake up. So okay, that would make sense, Rhodey. Okay. Oh, I love St. Bernard's, but when I saw Cujo, that was it. Hello, Celia. Yeah, it is. It's an act of pure evil, but it's a targeted act. Maybe the four of them said something to the person before. Maybe they made fun. Who knows? But you paid 4 and left 2. That to me is weird. And you in this house. So that means you've been there before because you know the layout, unless you're walking around the house and opening doors to see who's where. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Unless he fell asleep on the stab wounds and the bowl was visible. Maybe. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm liking this. Okay, so the call came from the frat house in the field across behind the house where the 911 calls was for. Okay. Yeah, Missy, you need to get yourself well because you don't need to have anything infectious going on with you at all. Ah, the roommate saw the scene, ran outside with the phone, and passed out. Ooh. You think it's going to be a bartender? What? Why would he do all 4 then if one of the girls rejected him? Do you think they were making fun of him or something and they all were in on it by laughing at him? Do you think that? Yeah, Missy is not feeling well at all. Her voice and everything. It's just sad. It's sad, sad, sad. Ooh, Gypsy said yes. So you think they were all out and they were making fun of the bartender, whoever it was, all 4 of them were involved. And he just decided to go to the house and take care of them because he was embarrassed and he was made fun of. Okay. There's been crimes committed for a whole lot less. Ooh, someone watching for a while, like The Watcher. Did you guys watch The Watcher? That case was never solved. And I knew when that black lady was saying it was her, I knew she was lying. She was just trying to give him some peace. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I just wanted to bring you that update on those murders, and because I was checking in on it this morning. I looked at it last night and I kind of like fell asleep. So I went back to the news I was watching because I actually subscribed to that news station. That's what I'm saying. Why leave 2 alive? That doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, I hated the end too. I don't know if it was the wife, not the real estate agent. I think it's one. I don't think it's the professor that had them start writing the letters. I was trying to figure out who it was. It's not the weird neighbors across the street, but I've been trying to figure out who it was. But that case has never been solved. But one more thing, I received a screenshot. I guess someone was playing my video the other night, and I'm going to let you know that you need to remove it, because not only are you playing my image, but you're playing my copyrighted logo is there. If it's not removed, I will strike. Just letting you know, forewarning you. If the video is still there, I haven't went to look. I will go look as soon as I finish this. If that video is there, I will be striking. So just letting you know. I don't know why they left 2 alive. I have no idea. Wait a minute. The girls were unicorns. What does that mean? The girls were unicorns. I know a lot of things, but I've never heard that. I don't know what girls or unicorns are. Oh, Granny. Good morning, Deborah 17. How are you? Yeah, they are someone's babies. I agree with you on that, Rhodey, but we can't help but speculate or try to solve this or try to see who could be involved. They're not giving out a whole lot of information. And what I like to do, I like to go through, and you know that, I like to go through and look at what they're providing to us. We can't get anything else. I have the redacted affidavits and everything for Richard Allen. And I see why they didn't want to release what they had. They didn't release what the charge, what led to the charges, but they gave you enough to know that they have been watching Richard Allen for a while. First time he was interviewed, and this is the Delphi M's, he was interviewed in 2017. So, and that's because they spotted his car parked a certain way at an abandoned CPS building. So they had been looking into him, and I didn't realize that. So I've been reading a lot about that. And thank you, Tina, for sending me that information. I've been reading a lot on that as well. Finish the Casey Anthony doc, because Crying in Red is going to come up. Terry Lynn is going to come up, and if you guys want to come up, we can have an open panel and discuss it. I can hold 10 people on the panel. Okay, so Dylan and Xana fought back. Okay, so those are the ones that had the defensive wounds. Okay. Okay, so let me ask you a question. They had already been out to a party, and the last person to get back to the house was around 2 o'clock in the morning. So they weren't having a party at their house that night. They were out. Yeah, please hit the like button. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, you heard they had an OnlyFans? I didn't hear that. I did not hear that. Yeah, it was a whole lot redacted. I have the statements. Matter of fact, I have them right here on my I have all the statements right here, and I was reading through them. So yeah, we'll have to discuss that as well. I have the statements. They redacted the other girls that were walking on the bridge, their statement, their name, well, not their statements, their names. The lady that was jogging that saw the car, they redacted. The only thing they really redacted was the names and the locations of a lot of stuff. So yeah, he's one of the surviving. Wait a minute. Hold on, Rhodey. Hold on. Why would Dylan? Okay, this is what I'm lost. So if Dylan and Xana fought back, these are the two roommates. I didn't see where they said they had been taken to a hospital. I just heard they were surviving roommates. So that's what I'm confused about. I didn't hear that they had been wounded or anything. Hi, Daddy Aries. Guys, this is the channel I was telling you about when I go into Daddy Aries in the morning when he's, doing drop the, he lets you drop your links and stuff. And he was talking about, somebody in the chat said, okay, finger Heidi. And I realized that meant to put my link there. And I was laughing so hard. I said, oh my God, I'm getting fingered early in the morning. Hello, Daddy Aries. If you haven't checked out his channel, he plays music, he sings. You guys, if you want a good laugh, if you want to just have fun, go check out Daddy Aries' channel. He is really nice, funny. He welcomes everybody in. Oh, the perps need to be in the system. You're absolutely right. See, thank you. That's what, because they said they fought back. I didn't hear. I know they said one of the victims had defensive wounds. And they didn't mention anything about Dylan because they're surviving. So that, to me, when I read it and everything they've been saying, they were never touched. So they were saying one of the victims had defensive wounds. They didn't say what victim. Yeah, Daddy Aries is funny. He really is. I go in the mornings, he be playing music and he's laughing. I love it. You're welcome, Daddy Aries. You flex my channel. I love it. I do. When I see him live, I go in if I'm getting ready for work because he's in. Daddy Aries, where are you? Are you in the Philippines? I can't remember where you located at. Xana is the one. Okay, thank you. Hi, Edwin Jimenez, my handsome debonair man. How are you, sweetie? I just saw Edwin in Jerry's. Jerry was live before I came live, and I saw him in there. As I always said, always a pleasure to see you. Always a pleasure. Ooh, I heard that. They were unaccounted for. He's in Kuwait. My cousin is in Kuwait. He works in Kuwait. Okay. My cousin is there. He's in Kuwait. He works in Kuwait. I'm going to have to tell him to check your channel out. But yeah, he sings and everything, guys. If you just want to go in and listen to something without any drama, go to Daddy Aries and check him out because he does make you feel welcome. I love his background. He makes, he's got the clapping. He's got acoustic. He's the sound effects. He's good. Yep, he is a consummate gentleman. He really respectful. Yes, my cousin is in Kuwait. He's been in Kuwait now for he was in Afghanistan. He's been in Kuwait now over 5 years. Over 5 years he's been there. I'll send it to you. I will send you where my cousin is. I'll let you know, but he comes on my panel a lot. I will send it to you. You meant Ethan. Okay. Well, guys, as we delve into this, but just I want you guys to really, if you can, watch Casey Anthony her docu-series, watch it. Or if you can find the interview with the mom, I think the interview with the mom is not now on YouTube, but let's look at that. Because I forgot, today is Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. And yep, I would definitely send it to you. So I heard something, and it's so true. Let's make today a great day. We want to make it so great that yesterday would be jealous. Let's make today a great day. Good morning, Maddie. Hi, Maddie. No, Snuggle. I haven't looked at them. I saw you sent them. I haven't even went to read. I will definitely look at those after I finish work today. So tomorrow morning when I come and I do coffee, we can discuss the Delphi case, because I've been looking at the articles you sent. I've been looking at the art, not you. Tina has sent. I will look at your articles, take some notes on it, go see what else I can find. But tomorrow morning when I do morning coffee, we can discuss it then. Or if there's not a whole lot of people going live this evening, I might come back in this evening and go live. But normally there's a lot of people live on Fridays, and sometimes I just like to watch. Oh, you can't watch it in Canada. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm serious. I heard that and I said, oh my God, that is great. Okay, thank you for coming in, Daddy Aries. But I will hit you, and I will let you know exactly where my cousin is. Okay, but I know, and he has an apartment in Kuwait as well, so he doesn't stay on the base, on the military base. He's not in the military, but he works for a big company over there. So I'll let you know. He has an apartment in Kuwait as well. I'll let you know. Yeah, I love Daddy Aries. Serious. I found him by a fluke. I was up early and I wanted to see who was live, and I saw Daddy Aries. I said, Daddy Aries, and I thought about Aries Sue, and I went in and I listened to him the whole time I was getting up. I mean, I was getting dressed. Come in any time. Good morning, Wicked Wisdom. How are you? I love the eyeball. What is that? A dog in the eye? Oh, UK. Okay. Good morning. Okay. Yes, please hit the like button before you leave. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I will definitely be coming in and doing more morning coffees and cut to the chase. I used to be on a schedule to do cut to the chase. It was every Tuesday, and since I've moved, everything has just gotten out of whack. But I'm trying to get back on the schedule. Bye, Daddy Aries. See you later. I'm trying to get back on some type of schedule where I do cut to the chase, maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays, depends on what's going on. Just trying to, but my morning coffees, I'm going to try to start doing at least 3 days a week, because it's just, I like to keep them 30 minutes, but right now I'm running over for morning coffee because we were having such a great conversation. University of Kentucky. Okay. University of Kentucky. All right. Oh, and no, it's on Peacock. It's going to be on YouTube soon. Somebody's going to record it and put it on YouTube. I know they are. But if I can figure out a way to, how do I record it? Well, I can record because I have the box to record, but how do I get it to you so you can see it? So I can't play it because then it's going to, I guess we can play certain segments and commentate on it, but I got to make sure, I got to go look at the TOS again to make sure I can do that. Good. Have a great day, Drea. Today is Friday, woman. Let's get it together. This weekend is here. Okay, so okay, it might be on YouTube already. I don't know. I've been watching on Peacock. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I need to get signed in. Well, I'm already signed in, but I need to start my day off. So I can log out of here today at least by 2. So yes, the Casey Anthony documentary. We will be talking about that. I'm going to have a panel. Crying Red is going to be up with me. Margene is going to be up with me. Basically, anyone who wants to come up and discuss it, I will drop the link. But I know definitely Crying Red's going to be up. I know Terry Lynn said she wanted to come up. I don't know if it's going to fit her schedule or not. Good morning, Glenn Crack. Watch it. It's good. Yeah, it was 6 people on the lease and 4 were killed, but one of the people on the lease was unaccounted for. They didn't come home that night. The other 2 were just staying over. Well, one of them was just staying over. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Love all of you guys. Again, let's go out. Let's make a difference. Let's have a great day. And I will see you guys probably in somebody's channel. Oh, wait a minute. I watched it in a Glenn Crack. So the Casey Anthony documentary changed your opinion. Did you think that she did it, or did you think her father did it? That's what I want to know. Or did you think she was involved and her father covered it up? Much love to you, Rhodey. Much love to you, your family. Tell your husband I said hi, and tell him I'm looking for a new Snoop Dogg that just came out, but I need to remember the name. Tell them all I said hi, ma'am. See, her dad did it. When she said her dad woke her up and he had Kaylee wrapped in and she was all wet. I'm thinking she did something to Kelly. Her dad covered it up because the little girl had an accident. But you think the dad did it. And that's probably why, oh my God, I like that. And that's probably why he was trying to kill himself. Ooh, he is a creep. Really is a creep. Good morning, Margene. I was just talking about you. It wasn't bad, though. Yes, I love my Snoop. I do. I love my Snoop. I love my Snoop. Oh, Tina Renrock. Happy birthday, guys. You got to let me know when your birthdays are if I'm live. I'm going to see if Renrock's live right now so I can listen to him. But I'm going to get out and wait a minute, Glenn Crack. She was lying about, yes, she was lying. Yep, she was lying. And I do believe she was abused. I believe the mother was overbearing. I believe she used Kaylee as a pawn against her mother. That whole family is just messed up. Oh, hey, if you remember, her mother tried to hide her pregnancy too. And you know who reminded me of that? Because we were talking, Terry Lynn did. Her mother was in bed. Her mother tried to cover up her pregnancy. Did we ever find out who Kaylee's dad was? Could be the daddy or the brother. Excuse me. That's just me. So anyway, we would definitely be discussing this. Definitely, because that case has intrigued me since it happened. I was there when the little girl went missing. Well, I wasn't there. I was in Orlando when the little girl went missing. And like the 2 weeks before, it was another young girl named Kaylee that went missing. She had dark hair. She was older. When I went back 2 weeks later on the news, bam, there was Kaylee Anthony missing. I'm like, oh my God. Yep, you got to watch it. Yep, she said that. Oh, she said she was. Now, I don't believe. Well, by whom, though? Because she said her brother and her father were abusing her. It was a circus. I was in Orlando At the time I was working for Siemens, I was back and forth to Florida from Houston. So it was a mess. Maybe she did it to protect Kelly and didn't want her to go through the abuse that she went through. Okay, so we're going to believe. Okay, well, so we'll find out. Yeah, so we're definitely going to be doing that. Okay, Daddy hasn't been disclosed. Okay. Somebody said he died in a thing, so yeah. Okay, so I can't see her being at a party because if her mother had such a tight rein on her, you know what? Let's get into it. We'll get into it next week or maybe this week. Well, not this weekend. Let me check with Crying Red. She did tell me, hold on. She did tell me, let me see what she says. She goes, I'm pretty open. I would want to update myself a little. So like in 3 days or so. So we're going to do it within the next after 3 days, we're going to do it. Thank you. She said, I'm a genuine and a kind soul. Yes. Okay. So I will be texting with her. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Crying Red. I really do. Okay. I will be seeing you guys later. I am going to do morning coffee tomorrow morning. Again, I don't know. Maybe I'll come in tonight. Not sure yet. It depends on who's going live because sometimes I just like to lay back and listen. I really do. I like to lay back and listen. But again, I'm going to say it. Please remove my video. If you don't remove my video, I will strike you because that is a copyrighted logo. And you did not have permission to play my video or use my logo. So, and I definitely didn't give you permission to put my image on your screen. So you really need to read TOS. Okay, I am getting out of here. See you guys later. Bye.